All right, guys, welcome back to the garage. So, just another quick update. We're not doing anything exciting today yet, but I did manage to get some parts for the truck. As you can see, the truck is sitting over here, patiently waiting its turn in line to get the doctor to work on it. But for now, the project is going to be working on this car. This car belongs to a friend of mine, a grudge racer, who wanted to make some changes in the back of the car. Those changes are going to be exactly the same setup that is on mine, as far as the instant center brackets that go in the forward upper torque boxes and the brackets that go on the lower rear of the car housing, rear end housing. Also, got some killer new parts for the truck, so I want to show you this stuff. If you guys hadn't seen the Holley low ram intake for the LS engines, cathedral port heads and whatnot, check this out. So this video probably does not do it any justice, but that intake, that's a stock style truck, or I think Trailblazer SS or something. Two big things to note is the Trailblazer throttle body points up at an angle, kind of like my finger does, and this one points down. So the overall height difference, I'd say, is probably somewhere in the area of 4 inches difference. Look really sick on the truck. So the only thing that I really lack for the truck as far as parts are concerned is the turbo itself, or the turbos, depending on if it's single or twins. But the suspense is killing me. I want to see this thing sat down on the engine and see what it looks like. So let's go over there and check that out real quick. All right, so first things first, we'll throw the truck intake on there. Kind of get an idea of what that looks like. You look over the fender, it barely clears the hood. Now, let's put the good stuff on there. Now that is a much better looking solution, I think. It's kind of hard to tell from this angle, but that thing clears the hood by a mile. So that's kind of a big piece of the equation. I've been holding out to till after I got moved in the house to spend any money on the cars and the hot rods and whatnot. Also, while I was at Summit, I got a new switch panel. If you guys will recall, had a little bit of trouble with the previous ARC switch panel, and part of that might have been due to the fact that it was really old, but I got a smaller 4-switch version now, mainly because the Dominator has the ability to do virtual switches, and I don't really need physical switches for a lot of this stuff, like maybe the cooling fan and the water pump, stuff like that. So we're gonna control that stuff with the Dominator, and here's a look at the relay panel. It's a little guy also. So that's gonna take the place of the 8-switch panel that was in the car, kind of simplify things in that respect and get that out of the way. As far as the garage is concerned, still kind of got a mess going on in here. As you can see, actually the only thing that's really left to clean up is to clear this table off and to clear the work table off here. I fired the machine up the other day, put a plug on it, tested it out. So that thing is good. Very, very quiet compared to how the old one was. So you guys saw that in a few videos. I do not miss that thing. It's gone to a good home now, and it's probably going to get retrofitted to a CNC machine as well. But it's time to get started on projects. And having said that, this car behind me, it's time to pull the rear end out of it and get it ready to go. Get all the work done to it and all that stuff. So let's get started on that. Okay, so the rear end is out of the car. What you're looking at is the upper driver's side torque box. As you can see, it's had some welding done on it right up in here, and it's just not a real good job. So we're going to doctor that up. And then going over here to the lower, you can see there is absolutely no welding done in here, and it doesn't have the plate on the bottom or anything. So we're gonna get that handled and get this thing fixed up. And just for the record, there's a few things that I'll show you here in the video. The heim joints in this car are in bad shape, and I don't think the owner is aware of that. And it's pretty dangerous in a car like this, actually. So I'm gonna get out from under the car and I'll show you what they look like, but you'd be surprised. Okay, we're out from under the car. I'm gonna show you just how bad these heim joints can be, as far as you know, how tight they are and all that stuff. And this is the kind of stuff that I look for when I do work for other people, because it's a safety thing. You don't want to see somebody wad their car up, you know, for something so simple as this. So check this out. All right, so upper control arms. This is how I took it off the car. Okay, you can see that's loose. Really sloppy. These aren't even the good heim ends. I don't really care for these. If you'll think back, if you guys had seen the video when I put the rear end together in my car, it has the big, thick, real wide, heavy-duty chromoly something or other, way heavier duty looking than these. And these are notorious for breaking right here when they get sloppy like that. And then here's the lowers. Same thing. You can see that's just, it's not good. So probably an unplanned expense for this guy's car, but it's no way I would run my stuff like that. So check this out. Even the spherical bearings are like that. So that's just that's not good. So this thing's gonna get all new heim ends, all new spherical bearings, or the spherical bearings, the two in the uppers. All the stuff in the car is gonna get welded up. The torque box instant center brackets we're gonna put in. I'll show you those. I think I might have shown you those earlier. These guys go in the upper torque box. You can see they got a whole bunch of different adjustments. And then I know you guys have seen these. These are the TRZ ones that go on the housing itself for the rear of the lowers. It gives you a whole lot of adjustability. So I think that's probably a good place to end this video. We'll get this thing set up and fixed up and changed up and doctored up and everything else. Man, there's a lot of work to do. Probably way more than anticipated, but hey, whatever. So having said all that, that is the end of the video, guys. Thanks everybody for stopping by for a rather boring and uneventful video in the first car to be worked on in the new garage. So yeah, that's it. If you haven't, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot, guys.